What's quack-a-lacking, guys? I'm a Duck Quack here, and welcome back to another episode on our Maestros of Milan, or whatever we decided to call it in the end. I can't even remember now, series. It's been a long time since we made a video, which is probably why I can't even remember the name. I think we called it Maestros of Milan, but this is how things ended last time. We have pretty much a full AC Milan squad. We've got Inform Kessie, which was our biggest purchase, which we bought for 13,000 in the last episode, I think. We've also got Kaká, we've got a couple of loans still in the squad, and apart from that, we're all pretty much flying as it stands. If we jump onto our transfer list, we can see a ton of stuff is on here that's sold, like a ton of stuff, and on top of that, we have got a few more things here that are yet to sell that we will relist. Again, I don't really know where they came from. I can't remember. We've even got 10 PSG goalkeepers on here that I think sell for about 700 coins a piece at the moment. Again, they were probably an investment for marquee matchups or something, but I can't for the life of me remember how we ended this. It's been that long that I'm just lost. We've also got a club that's literally got about 50 odd players in it ready to sell. And again, I don't remember why. I think we might have done some SBCs, opened some packs, and that's how we got to that point. But if I'm honest, I can't totally remember. So we're just going to jump straight into things here. The first thing we're going to do is we are just going to jump into a game. Like, we haven't played a match on this account in so long. We haven't used these crazy AC Milan players. I don't even know if they've got any fitness, to be honest with you. They're fine. That can do for a game. We'll jump into one game. Then we are going to complete some SBCs. And then we're just going to look at a few investments for the upcoming events. So we've got the likes of St. Patrick's Day coming up. We've got the likes of Foot Birthday coming up. Loads of stuff. Path to Glories are in packs. All kinds of things. 1 bar latency. I mean, why not? Let's just do it. Yeah, so we're going to use any coins that we've got left over, including from selling some stuff that we've got on the transfer list that you just saw, maybe some stuff from the club, and the SBCs that I've pre-completed, ready to show you guys, get the packs, and then hopefully get some crazy pack luck. We come up against a pretty much full Brazilian squad apart from the right wing back. He's playing 5 at the back. It looks like it could be a new account of sorts as well. So I'm kind of hoping that this goes in our favour and we can start this episode and start back this series with a win here. Delay is really bad. Delay is really bad. Oh my god. Well played getting that out. Oh my god, you're going to win that header as well? Okay, delay might be really, really bad here for us, but maybe we can just come back and score here. We play down to Bazzini. Oh, he can't even control it. Back into Benego. Gets the shot away. It's a great block by the defender. But yeah, this delay is pretty damn bad for us right now. So getting a goal here is going to be fairly... Oh my god. Oh yes! Getting a goal is going to be fairly difficult. But I mean, even with this patchy lag, the AC Milan boys just know what they're doing. And they put us up 1-0 within just 7 minutes of the game. Find Benego in the middle. No, that's not... There we go. Kaká. Find Kaká. Oh my god, find Kaká now. Kaká, find the back of the net. There we go. Kaká showing that he's not too old to still be a pivotal part. To be honest, the way AC Milan have been playing this season and how poor they've been, Kaká would actually probably still make the first team. They've just literally been that dire, especially the amount of money they've spent. But that's not going to happen to us here. Our account, our AC Milan boys are going to be a whole new level. This is going to be how AC Milan should be playing in real life. Okay, Bazzini into Kaká. Come on, Kaká. Just work your magic. Just shoot from outside the box. Oh, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. That's the thing, coming up against... I think he had a bronze goalkeeper that we can kind of just shoot from anywhere, and that sets Kaká up on 2. I mean, Kaká could get his hat-trick, his first ever hat-trick for us here. Here we go, Panzini. Just take a crack from outside the box. It's too easy. I can't even celebrate these goals anymore. I mean, the poor keeper in goal just allows you, if you get the tiniest bit of space, just to kind of like hold B for a tiny bit, get it top corner and kind of rinse and repeat with that. It should be 4-0 going into half time here. A rage quit would be perfect, but we're probably going to play out the full game and maybe double up this lead, hopefully. Catrone finds Kaká, through on his hat-trick. Kaká with the hat-trick goal! It's too easy. Kaká bags himself his third, and that's all I wanted from this game. As soon as Kaká had scored a second, we had to make sure that he bagged his hat-trick. We do go up 5-0. The game's completely over at this point. It's just a case of how many more goals will we score before it ends. Oh my god, it's a great ball in. Oh, it's a great finish as well. I did not see it coming. To be honest, I was kind of just a bit laid back in defence there, assuming nothing was happening, but A great little dink in, and then Sousa bags in when the clean sheet has gone, and we're crumbling just like real AC Milan right now. Well, not really crumbling. We've just conceded one, but you get the gist. Here we go, Pizzini. I don't think Pizzini's scored yet. He's been really bad at finishing for us. He does go round like all of them, but we'll just pop it into Fabregas for the goal. So I don't really trust Pizzini to finish, if I'm honest. Maybe that could be where we look to upgrade. Maybe we could go for Ibrahimovic. I mean, chemistry is going to get a little bit hard. Probably needs to go for an icon first before we go for a big name like Ibra, but who knows? If it gets really bad, we can just play Ibra off cam, I guess. So then that's how the game ends. As you can see, we pretty much dominated the whole match. It wasn't a tough game. I don't think his players really had any fitness left on them. They were all over the place, and it was just fairly easy in the end. Kaka bagging a hat-trick, though, was huge for us. So let's just jump straight onto the next part of this, and it is the SBCs. So to start with, they have released a National Heroes one. Gives you a 50k pack, and we just went for a full Italian team, started sniping the players. We get 750 coins back, which isn't really that much, but the rare players pack is pretty huge to us. The last thing that we did is we completed off this challenge here. So we had to complete the tough one first, and I'm hoping that we've got all the loyalty that we need. For this, we get ourselves a 35k mega pack. And for the final one, the Hybrid Master, we get ourselves another 50k pack, as well as the group rewards now, which I think is 12,000 coins, if I remember correctly. It is 12,000 coins. So we pop our coin balance straight back up to 21k, and we've got ourselves 3 fairly big packs to open. So I'm just kind of hoping that if we get something like a Path to Glory player from one of these, which is a long shot, but if we do, then we are absolutely flying. As long as we get boards, not even boards in the mega pack though. I'm not even going to watch it. I'm not even going to dignify a pack like that with watching the animation. The players, though, they could still be pretty decent. I mean, like, Tonelli goes for a few thousand, I think, because of the SBC. Klus, I'm sure, will go for something as well. Let's actually just send them to the club like this. What have we got here? We've got contracts that we will keep as well. Fitness that we'll keep. Chemistry styles that we'll keep. Oh, we'll keep that Liverpool kit as well. Why are we keeping a Liverpool kit? And then these guys as well, we'll send them to the transfer list because we can always sell them or something, and we will discard the rest of that there. Next up, we will open the 2 rare player packs. I mean, as long as we get boards in these 50k packs, then I'm happy. It's not an inform, it's not a Path to Glory player, but it's Spanish, it's a striker. Diego Costa. I was thinking, who the hell is Spanish striker? And Diego Costa's pretty damn big, you know. I'm just going to quickly check how much Costa actually goes for. I'm going to guess like somewhere around 20k. We also get his teammate in the pack, Gimenez. He is basically 20k. Gimenez, Klein, Klasan. Hey, I'm very happy with that pack. That pumps us up to about 45k. And we've still got this last pack to go. If we get a repeat, if we get someone on par with Costa. Oh, we didn't even get boards in it. That's the worst, a 50k pack without boards. I wish we got it the other way around, though. I wish we got the no boards and then we got Costa in the last one to kind of end things off with those packs. I think we got Bender in the pack. Just the 182 rated. That was a really poor pack. He's getting discarded. I'm not keeping someone like that after such a bad pack. Right, so the first thing I want to get rid of are these guys here. And I think we've got 10 Arleolas. And I think they go for about 800 coins a piece. Oh, well, they're down to like 600 coins now. We'll just list them up for 700 coins. If they don't sell, then they don't sell. But if we list all of these guys up for 700 coins, then over a couple of relists, they will sell. And it's a little bit of a profit on what we actually spent on them. So while I am listing these guys up, we'll start to talk about the investments that we make. Now, I've got my other series going that I don't know if you guys will watch, but it's the 0 to 1 million coin guide thing. And a lot of the investments you see on that one are going to be very similar to what we do on this. And it's not because I'm lazy, it's just because they're probably the strongest investments that are out there at the moment, which is why I want to make the most of them and want to utilize them. So maybe for... it's a tough one. Maybe for this episode, we could look at potentially picking up marquee matchup players and a few Northern Ireland players. So the Northern Ireland players would be the longer shot for St. Patrick's Day. Last year, EA only required Republic of Ireland players, but it's celebrated across the whole of Ireland. So there's no reason why Northern Ireland players wouldn't come into play and wouldn't be useful for the event. So I'm thinking we pick a bunch of those guys up, and we also go in for... And I don't know if we're going to be way too late because it is Sunday night now. So I'm feeling like we're going to be way too late. But I need to find the Irish League. It kind of ties in as well with St. Patrick's Day. And we have got Limerick. I don't know how much these players are going to be going for, but I'm guessing it's not cheap. It is definitely not cheap. Oh wait, there are some fairly cheap players in there. Let me just quickly double check this and make sure that it was Limerick that were the team we wanted to be going for here. It was Limerick against Cork, and there are tons of players. You know what? I'm going to buy these Limerick guys for 200 coins, because if this comes up, this could be huge profit for us. And then I'm going to go through and bid on as many as I can as well. I assume these guys will be massively inflated. It's one that's being talked about quite a bit at the moment. It's one that should have a little bit more hype than this. I don't know if it's just the time of day that I'm currently on here and the time that I'm looking for these players, but there are so many up for 200 coins at the moment, and that's a risk I'm going to take, especially with it tying in with St. Patrick's Day. It's just too perfect for them not to be releasing an Irish SBC. There's just so many of them for 200 coins. I don't want to spend more than 200 coins, and I want to fill our transfer target list. You know what? I said we were going to mix things up, but we can always come back in for the other players down the line. I want to get some Cork players as well. We can always come back in for the Northern Ireland players down the line. Ooh, we're going to have enough space for these guys. Wait, let's send them all to the club first, and then send the remaining ones to the transfer list. That leaves us perfect. That's like one spare space. Okay, let's check out the Cork players as well. Yeah, we can do all of these, and then we can come back in afterwards and pick up players for the St. Patrick's Day. I've repeated myself like 5 times there, but I'm a guy, so I can't multitask. Let's just buy one of each guy and send them to the club for now. We haven't got him. We've got 2 goalkeepers, a centre mid, a left back, a centre back, a right back. We're basically building the full team here of players. A different right back. We've already got one of him. I don't think we got one of him yet. And then we're going to go through and bid on a bunch of players. We haven't got a cam either. Damn, so many players that we're just picking up now. I don't know if we've actually got that centre back either. We might have. Let's just send all those guys to the club. We haven't. We'll leave one spare space there, but there's just so many more of them to pick up. I don't know if I'm like completely wrong and this is just never going to come in or something, but I feel like 200 coins is way too cheap for these guys. And personally, if I can, I just want to fill my transfer target list with them as well. If I can bid 150 and win them on 150, then I'm just going to do that. So it looks like this is where all of our investments are going to go for this episode, guys. I'm just going to be picking up as many of these guys as I can. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll get 20 of these guys. 10, 11, 12. And then afterwards, we can just reinvest in something different. That's the great thing about this. Marquee matchup falls at the start of the week. So we can pick up all of these guys and then just reinvest it. That's the best thing. And I can't stress how many times I want to say the same thing over and over again. But the way that events fall, if you can pick up something, like for example the Path to Glory cards, there's a good chance that a few of them are included in Team of the Week. If they are, then fantastic, you can cash out. If they're not, then it's not a huge issue because of the way the events overlap. So because there's a Path to Glory SBC out, the cards can't lose a massive amount of value. So the ones that are hovering around the cheapest price, which is around about 50 to 60k, maybe they'll lose about 10-20% of their price, but they won't lose the whole thing. And it's just because of the way the events fall and the timing and order and the structure of them. But that fills up everything. That gets us, well, 1545 plus what's in our club, about 60 of these players. And if they go for something like 1,000 coins, then we are absolutely laughing with this. In the club at the moment, I will get around to selling all of these guys before probably the next episode, and maybe picking up a few more of the Cork and Limerick guys as well. But before we end the episode, we do have to pick up an improvement of some kind. I don't really know who I want to go for. I mean, we've got about 12,000 coins as it stands. And if we have a look at, okay, let's find Calcio A, and we want to find Milan. We don't want to go for anyone huge, because we can't afford them, obviously. But we want someone that's going to, like, change the team up at least a little bit. We can't afford an inform or anything crazy like that, sadly. Have we got Biglia? We haven't. We could get Biglia, you know, and shove him in CDM, and then move Kessie up to centre mid. Or we could go for Bonaventura. Let me just see how much these guys are. Bonaventura has got an inform, though, that we do want to pick up. Ooh, how much is that card? That could be the card we go for. Silver. We could go for a special card, actually. I'm thinking we pick up Silver's Team of the Group Stage card. Wait, let's do this. Let's do this. I'm sure we can get him for 12k. There's no reason he's going to be more than 12k. He's so much more than 12k. I'm surprised that he's more than 12k. I don't know why he's risen, because I know he wasn't this expensive the other week. He's going for like 20k. He's not an awful card is the thing. He's not like a discard value card. Okay, I guess we can't get anyone quite that crazy. Are there any other special cards that go for quite cheap? Wait, let's just check the transfer market. I didn't really plan this bit through, but let's just check it and see if we can find any AC Milan special cards that go for around the kind of like 12k mark. Special, whoops, and 12k. Getting a decent upgrade here. That's not Cassie. I knew it was going to be only Cassie there. If we just up it a little bit. Ooh, Romagnoli. Okay, how much can we get him for? Like, I mean, we could sell like a tiny bit if it's not going to be a big jump up. It's like 17, 18,000 for him. It's a bit too much at the moment. Okay, I know what. We're going to get Biglia for this episode. It's not anything mad, but he's going to be a solid upgrade in defense, defensive midfield, and it allows us to get rid of our lone players that we've got. That's a bit too much. Oh, he's really cheap as well, you know. I'm thinking we can probably pick him up for around 1,500 coins. Maybe less than 50. Oh, 1,500 coins it is. No! I can't add it because of our transfer target list being full. Wait, we've been outbid on a couple of them, so we can just remove the ones we've been outbid on. Like this guy here. Remove. And then we can go get Biglia. I wonder if that one for 1,500 coins is still there. It is, sweet. Okay, so that wraps up the episode, guys. We pick up the easy win in the match. We complete some SBCs. We grab ourselves Costa from the packs, which is 20k, which is absolutely massive. And at the very end of the video, we also pick up our investments for the week, which are marquee matchup ones. And then we also pick up Biglia for an improvement in the squad. So we are making huge progress here. Look at all those green links we got at the back. And then when we get to the top, it's just like an absolute mess. We do need another striker to replace this guy. And I think Silva may be the guy we go for in the next episode. Sorry it was all a bit rushed. I've been trying to do a few videos tonight when I got some time. But if you are enjoying the series and you want me to keep doing them, then make sure you let me know by dropping a like, subscribing if you're new, following me on Twitter, joining our Discord, just everything you guys always do. And again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.